Right, so happy to get that first one under our belts. Obviously, the I thought Cam. For me, I just thought maybe the best thing I saw tonight was how Cam approached it. You know, the guy with his type of credentials coming in, and um, you know the the scoring and all the production in his career, but his willingness to take three shots and just elevate the play of everyone around him. The impact he had on us offensively, whether they were the hockey assists or the ball movement, or I thought, to me, that was like the story of the night. This team has got tremendous depth in terms of the amount of people that could beat you offensively, and a willingness for players on this team to allow others to eat, others to have big nights when the matchups dictate that. I think he's going to go a long way with the team. I thought he set a great tone for our season with the way he approached things tonight.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about what you got out of Donovan tonight? Obviously, he's getting back in from his injury. How did he look to you, and where does he go from here? More minutes, obviously.
Yeah, he came in with a 20-minute limit on this one, and I had some thoughts about trying to just get that get his cardio up, but I thought the 15 minutes that he played, I think was a good start for him. He was obviously a little rusty. But he's really, he did that tonight on just a handful of live practices, and maybe about five practices. So I thought he was impressive, all things considered. And it's easier to keep him under his minutes limit when you have Sampson.
How do you think the freshmen kind of reacted to their first experience?
Yeah, I mean it's tough enough when you play at a place like UConn and you're a freshman and Gamble, and the place is rocking. But then, and on top of that, that the emotional, the banner, just added to the electricity and kind of the moment. But I thought second half those guys settled in better. But it was good they got one under their belt, and I liked what Stu did there. He made some plays, and I think Solo, they get one under his belt now. He's gonna play offensively much better. And then Steph flashed in the second half.
And you mentioned Sampson. How encouraging was it for you to see him make such an impact pretty much from the second he checked into the game?
Yeah, I mean I think he averaged 19 a game in the close scrimmages. So we've seen that. Obviously, the lights are now on, so that then you got to take it to there. But I just think he's in the perfect position. I think that center spot as a movement center is a great spot for him, and I think unlike maybe Adama and Donovan, where they were tough to play together, I do think that there's a path to Sampson and Donovan, being able to play together just because of how athletic Sampson is in terms of his movement.
Alex obviously had a career high 23 points. What did you like about the way he approached this game?
He showed that this thing is all built on like next step, big jump. Like he's one of those couple of players, Donovan, Alex, Tristan, Sampson. Like we need big jumps from our returners. Haas. Like we need big jumps from all these guys to be a program that's going for the big things this year.
He went small a few times. You think down to the five. Is that foul trouble with Donovan resting?
That was I mean, that's something we could potentially do. I mean, we were fouling. Donovan had the minutes restriction, plus he was gassed. Samson was mauling people and was in. I think he had three fouls or something, or two fouls quickly. So, yeah. But when you have big perimeter people like we've got for the most part, tall guys with some length, we could play potentially a small ball lineup like that and cause a lot of problems, switch everything, and have a lot of shooting and skill on the court.
Coach, speaking of fouls, what did you think of the defensive effort tonight?
I thought it was pretty good. Those guys, when they get Tout back, the big kid, I think that that team's is gonna do very well in their conference. But they're a tough team to guard offensively. They had three or four shooters out there on the court. I think Basham's a pretty good set. I thought we didn't guard well early, but we wanted to keep them under. 16 3-point attempts. We kept them to 15. We wanted to keep them under four made threes. We kept them to three. We didn't create a lot of turnovers, but I thought we followed the plan pretty good.
Kind of
Yeah, the
strange.
ceremony
Kind of
tonight, go ahead.
kind of strange. That this is
Sounds like
Donovan's first start, just considering all he's already done. And do you think that meant a lot to him to hear his name and get that first start at major start?
yeah, because I was gonna, I was probably thinking maybe, play him 15 minutes, but do it off the bench. But you know, he's, uh, you know, he's, he's one of the faces of this. He's got to be the driving force behind this. He's got to play at a Big East Player of the Year type of level, All American level for this thing to really go. And so we wanted him. Banner night, he deserved to get his name called.
Speaking of banner night, Dan, the ceremony tonight, do you think that's kind of the end of that and now officially starts moving forward?
I mean, part of it's UConn makes it look easy to win the championships. Um, Gino's made it look ridiculously easy, and the men's side has made it look pretty easy too. In the modern basketball era. So, I mean, no, you'll every time we look up at those banners, that's always going to be something that you're proud of, and you're a shoot around. You look up there. I mean, it's something you're never going to forget about. But we've been working so hard since June to get this team ready to play, and no one's really thinking about that. But that was cool. I got emotional, when I saw Dama and Andre and Jordan up there. I almost felt like senior night a little bit.
Dan, I know injuries have complicated things for Sampson over the years, but he's still put in 2+ years of work in your program. How have you just seen him develop over these last couple of years into the player he hopefully will be?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good person, and he's a loyal person, and you can see he's got super talent athletically. I mean, he's especially when you put him at the five, and you put some shooters and some guys that can pass the ball around him. I mean, he's a dynamic player. So, he bought in late last year when we kind of felt like he had 1 foot maybe into the portal, and we pleaded with him to come back. And now you're looking at a guy that I think is going to be part of an incredible tandem. And now you also know in the back of your mind that if Donovan has that type of year where he is a dominant player, and he becomes a lottery pick, that you've got a guy that um, you know is really good, that will be returning to fill those shoes.
I think it was one of his early dunks that had you going to the crowd for the first time.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, because I that guy, I don't think he's as confident as he should be, because he's got just incredible talent and abilities, and just when he checks in the game, and I want our fans just loving that guy, because he could have did what a lot of players do right now, and just like run to something easier, and he stayed because he loves the program, he loves UConn, and he believes in himself.
Dan, Donovan's three just rolled out there. Do you see that being one part of his game going forward this season?
So long pause.
What's that? Yeah, I mean, listen, Donovan in again in the right situations, and when it makes sense, and at certain points in a game, he's such a talented player. You're not gonna hold him back. That kid surprises me every day with the things that he could do. But we need him to dominate at the rim. Obviously, he had some rust today around the basket, a little bit of rust at the free throw line. But yeah, I mean, I listen. You let your best players have a longer leash.
How about Andrew's three?
I mean, he broke the play off. I mean, Yeah, we called. He initially broke off the action, thought he could just create it on his own. But then he got back into that elbow action and got a good look. So, he's obviously he's just got to stick with the script. And if we run something for you, just execute the play.
Is that why you were the only person in the building who did not cheer when he hit that three?
I just turned and looked at his mom to see how happy she was with me and about the situation. She looked plenty happy. So yeah, that was good. That's gonna be good for me at home. You know. We good? All right. Thank you, guys.